Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Firstly, I would like to give a bit of a context of who I am. As you know, I'm on Borg, 22 years old, from the island region of Gozo, part of the Republic of Malta, with less than 30,000 inhabitants. So, as you can imagine, a very small and familiar society. Everyone knows each other, literally. Malta is a Roman Catholic country, and therefore this has instilled in me the values of love, acceptance, and forgiveness, among others. My idea, which I'm very passionate about, is the Human Rights Forum platform that aids and aspires to give an equal opportunity to all civil niches within any local society and assemble regional ideas into international solutions. As an LGBTI youth advocate myself, one often secludes his own ideas and discussions within one's comfort zone. It is an automatic step to network with individuals that hold the same mind frame and ideas. This gives self-empowerment, which is important in seeking support among each other. On the other hand, however, this, if done incorrectly, can hinder open dialogue with other individuals from different societal backgrounds, which in turn limits oneself to a one-dimensional viewpoint. So therefore, this forum, breaking barriers and fostering cross-sectoral collaboration, is our mission statement. In achieving SDG 10, reducing inequalities, no distinctions are to be made based on sexuality, gender, religious belief, ethnicity, age, or disabled impairment from any social class, any social background. This forum would welcome everyone to share good practices and create a network on a local level to be vibrated within international spheres. The solution is based on a three-step solution, and the aspects work separately, but then complement each other to achieve the same goal. As Professor Sachs stated in the discussion beforehand, we often listen actively, maybe more than others. If you do your research, you would know about the Sustainable Development Goals. If not, you won't. And so therefore, we hear about government representatives attending summits, signing treaties. However, the public would have no idea of the root causes of such. Why is there the Sustainable Development Goals? And so therefore, these same treaties and agreements, such as SDG 2030, are a supporting device to society. But if society is not educated, informed, and prepared on how to participate in the general achievement of the SDGs, are we really leaving no one behind? And so therefore, I put this example for starters. Having a Muslim youth working alone, taking a stand in his local high school, and a disabled elder man looking to integrate in a retirement home. How do we connect two distinctive individuals together? And so, in light of fraternity, I use the words of French philosopher Voltaire. I may not agree with what you say, but I will fight till I die for your right to say it. The Human Rights Forum aims for such. It is a great mistake to confine ourselves to within our given label, but attempt to seek acceptance from society. Having an open space where one can connect with others in a safe space environment with periodical monthly meetups discussing pressing primal human rights issues and other policy advancements needed within the regional context is the first step. These solutions and ideas would then be presented on a periodical basis to policy and government officials, but seek in showcasing that the true policymaker is the public. The first incubator human rights platform, which was kind of a test of this idea in my island region of Gozo, in 6 months proposed these ideas. A multi-faith center as part of building bridges between different faiths, a diversity march instead of the typical pride march, walking the streets of the people with the people, and an alternative educational route for high school dropout. The program is called LEAP program, which unfortunately high school dropouts are becoming more popular in the island of Malta in general. Whilst I do not have the time to discuss every proposal in depth, I am open to answer any questions now and in the future. However, something I would like to point out is that the context of the three diverse proposals here is the common ground of inclusion. And these three ideas, which are regional based and addresses, yes, the need of the reason itself, does stress, however, the importance of idea-sharing platform that adheres to reduce inequalities. This leads to the second step, a national educational framework and resource center. In presenting these ideas to government officials, this would link regional forums together on a yearly basis to introduce their proposals that, yes, they might be conflicted, but however, this aids to network everyone within a national level. And moreover, it showcases unity together with intercultural advancements and the safeguarding of present laws while educating the people on such laws. It's not enough of having laws on a paper, but the people, the society, us, we need to be educated within those laws. And the national framework would seek that within our educational institution, inclusion and diversity is included in the curriculum. And to seek and to remove any narrow ideas that might be presented via the media that we mentioned and served to educate our children on various types of forms of individuals, irrespective again of a whole list. The label is not important here, it's just the individual, the human individual. The network framework seeks also to be a commitment on a year-to-year basis for NGOs, government departments, educational institutes, the private sector to work together to evaluate any advancement that were made, to also discuss what we can do better and what we're doing wrong, and to encourage a center of resources to be created and accessible to the first step, to the regional platforms that need, yes, resources to achieve their proposal. The third step is international sharing and empowerment. And in fact, the SDSN is kind of on the same wavelengths of this idea, and I'm glad that I'm here speaking about this because it goes parallel without saying that it's on the same wavelengths. And allow me to borrow a phrase I heard a couple of months ago, think local, act global. Reason being is that we're mentioning social media, and in fact we are, because it is a powerful tool. Technology nowadays is a #1 method of dispersing information on a global scale and has the power to connect people from all backgrounds. And so therefore, the third step would be to share good practices and ideas via an online platform used by different NGOs and civil advocates, creating an international network aiding and giving information on various traits, so how to draft a concrete idea, presenting at negotiation to key players, mobilizing and motivating volunteers, etc., etc., the list goes on. However, the sharing of international approaches with different key traits that different NGOs use is to achieve an educated society, different approaches, and though therefore minimize culture borders. Wise, what works in one region would not necessarily work in another. Sharing resources is the first step in seeking that no one is left behind. The online platform would network individuals working on the same SDGs and allow them to share their successes and struggles whilst empowering each other in working within their community and looking beyond 2030 and in the near future. Let us support each other and be each other's mosaic piece, be each other's right hand, each other's stepping stone, and work in empowering the society at large, not for self-serving or personal agendas, but in the investment of a future we want to achieve, that of a healthier, more humane, more societal, and more integral society. We are to support each other flourish our full potential amidst our differences. Thank you.